Hello guys, what's going on, and welcome back to everyone's favorite part of the Wednesday, Tactic Tester. And if you've liked this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We are only one sub away from hitting 75 subs, which would be an amazing feat. So go smash that button and let's get into the video. And today in Tactic Tester we're playing with Rennes in France, and we're gonna play with a 4-2-4 tactic made by Nikocdom. I'm not sure if I pronounced it right, but yeah, it's his tactic. It uses a goalkeeper on defense, one wing back on the right on support, a fullback on support on the left, two central defenders on defense, a box-to-box midfielder on support, an advanced playmaker on support as well, and then we've got two wingers. On the left we've got a winger on attack, and on the right we've got one on support. Then up top we've got two strikers, a false 9 on support and an advanced forward on attack. She uses a attacking mentality, and in possession we're playing very wide. We've got positive space overlapping on the left and the right, focus the play down the left and right, and they're allowed to play out of defense. Slightly more direct passing with a higher tempo, running at the defense, so they're allowed to dribble a lot, and we're gonna hit them with them low crosses. Goalkeeper is gonna throw it long and he's gonna distribute it to the fullbacks, and then we are gonna counter press and counter when we're out of possession or when we just won it. When we're out of possession, we have offside trap on, a much higher line of engagement and a higher defensive line. We have a very narrow defensive width with tight marketing, extremely urgent pressing, and preventing short goalkeeper distribution on, and they're allowed to get stuck in, so get ready to get a lot of yellow and red cards. So it's a very fluid tactic. And let me have a look at the competitions. Ligue 1, of course. Then we've got the Euro Cup and Trophee de Champions. Anything else yet? Nope, nothing yet. Of course, we're gonna try and get up as high as possible, trying to defeat the likes of Olympique Marseille, Olympique Lyon, Paris, Nice, Monaco. So about those, maybe Nice as well. Yeah, so let's get towards the end of the season and see how the tactic has done for us. Alright then, here we are, and as we can see, we finished 4th, which is pretty good. I think we're only 5 points away from second, a lot away from hitting first, but of course it's PSG, so whatever. Pretty happy with how we played. As we can see, we won 21 games, drew 8 and only lost 9, which is pretty good. Goal difference of 25. We've scored 63 goals, which is 3rd best. We conceded only 38, 5th best. And then we got 106 yellow cards, which is 2nd best, or 19th best, whatever you want to call it. And we got 2 straight red cards. Not too worried about that. We're gonna have a look at the squad. Niang scored an incredible 29 goals in 47 appearances. Beauregard scored 13 goals in 48. Hanu scored 11 goals in 55 games, which is unbelievably good. And then we got assist wise, we're only doing the top 3 today. We've got Anu again with 11 assists, Grenier with 10 assists, and Flavien Tait with 9, and he's joined by Beauregard, who's also got 9. So they're doing pretty good. Quick look at the schedule. So they started out with a loss in the Trophée de Champions, which is unfortunate, but come on guys, it's not Real Madrid, it's PSG. And straight after the first PSG game we got another one in which they drew, so that's not too bad. Then they beat Toulouse 4-0. They drew with Saint Etienne, who got a very lucky late goal, a 93rd minute goal. Unlucky, guys, but alright. Then Strasbourg was beaten, Montpellier was beaten. They beat Wolfsburg from Austria in the Euros, or in the Euro Cup. Then they beat Lille, Nice, Dijon, so they're now on a 5-win streak in the league. Then they beat Club Brugge 4-1 in the Euro Cup. And then they lost to Amiens, unfortunately. That was really unlucky and probably didn't deserve to lose that, but then they drew with Metz. Lost to Lazio 4-1 in the Euro Cup. That's a lot. That's not good. They drew with Nîmes, which is also not good. They beat Bordeaux 3-1, good. Then they beat Lazio 1-0 by a late goal, even though Lazio had basically 10 men from the start because Marco Parolo got sent off in the first minute. Well done, mate. They drew with Lille after they scored another late goal. Olympique Marseille. I said, yeah, Olympique Lyon, not Lille. They won against Olympique Marseille. They beat Wolfsburg again 4-0. Then they've got Monaco, in which they won by two late goals. They beat Brest 4-1. They beat Angers 1-0. They lost to Club Brugge this time 1-0. Then they lost to Nantes 2-0. 3-0 victory over Paris Saint-Germain in Coupe de la Ligue 4th round. Pretty good. Then the Reims came and they beat them as well. They lost a friendly to Real Madrid 4-2, but of course it's Real Madrid, heavyweight champion, so not too bad about that. 9th Cup of the French round of the French Cup, 9th round. They beat Chambly 4-0. They drew with Olympique Marseille 1-1 in Coupe de la Ligue quarterfinal, and then they lost that on penalty, so that's unfortunate. They lost 1-0 to Toulouse. They beat Stade Montois Football 4-0 in the French Cup 10th round. They beat Saint-Etienne 1-0. They beat Bordeaux on penalties after a 2-2 thriller in the 11th round, in which 2 late goals were scored. A 97th minute goal by Rennes, and then a 116th minute goal by Bordeaux. They lost to Strasbourg after that, and then they beat Montpellier 2-0. They drew with Lille 1-1, and then Paris Saint-Germain came in the quarterfinals and they were defeated in the extra time. You can see there they scored. Edison Cavani scored first in the 48th minute of the first half. Then Jonas Martin scored in the 48th minute of the second half. Mbappé scored in minute 52. Hunu scored in minute 64. Then the extra time came and Juan Bernat scored in 94 and in 113th minute, and Martin scored 1 goal in the 116th minute, so they were just short of going through in the French Cup. And after that defeat against PSG, they also were beaten by Nice. They drew with Besiktas 1-1 in the Euro Cup in the first knockout round, first leg. Then they beat Dijon in Ligue 1. Then they beat Besiktas 4-1, pretty good. So they were through to the second round. They drew with Amiens, beat Metz. Then they beat Strasbourg 1-0 in the second knockout round in the first leg. Then they lost 2-0 against Nîmes. Beat Strasbourg again 1-0 in the second leg of the second round. So they threw on that. Then Bordeaux came and was beaten 3-2. Galatasaray was beaten in the quarterfinal first leg 2-0. Olympique Marseille was beaten. And then they lost 4-3 in the second leg of the quarterfinals. But that does mean that they still threw because they got 1 goal more. They were beaten 4-0 by Monaco, in which Gelson Martinez scored a hat-trick, pretty good. But still 4-0 is unacceptable. They beat Brest 2-0. And then they had to play against Lazio again. In the first leg of the semi-final, they lost 2-1. They beat Angers after that, 3-2. And then they drew 2-2. That's unfortunate. If they scored 2 more goals, or if they prevented Lazio from scoring 2, they would have gone through. And as you can see it go Immobile scored in the 103rd minute, which meant they went to extra time. And they couldn't pull it off. Really unfortunate. But yeah, happens. They drew after that with Nantes. And then they lost to Olympique Lyon. And they finished the last 2 games. First Rennes was beaten, and then they lost 2-1 to PSG, which left them 4th. Still qualified for European football, pretty good. So I've got high hopes. And I really like this tactic. It's really good tactic. Lots of goals scored, lots of assists, a lot of high ratings, and just incredibly well done. So yeah, Nikocdom, if you've watched this video, you did an amazing job on this tactic. I really like it. So everyone, link is down in the description below. Go give it a try and let me know how it went for you. And I'll see you all on Friday. See ya.